Still at the top. Still at the top. No intro, buddy.
But it's okay because you know why? Brooklyn Bridges.
Brooklyn Bridges. Brooklyn
Hey,
Bridges.
I fuck with McAllen. I fuck with the name, but it's kind of like, it's like, yo, we went from 7-Eleven to Brooklyn Bridges.
Yo, Brooklyn Bridges. I might have to get that on I might get that on my post on the back wall. Brooklyn Bridges. Oh man. All right. Is there people in here? Let me post on Instagram real quick. Wait for people to get in here.
Oh yeah, we should be all right.
I can't see comments, yo. I don't know why.
Has the stream started?
Oh, now I see the comments.
There we go.
All right, let me see people. I see y'all. What's good, y'all? We're just gonna give it a minute. I'm about to post.
So stream has started.
Yeah.
It still says scheduled for me. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, it don't matter.
Damn, maybe YouTube tweaking.
Can they hear us?
Y'all hear us? Hold on.
Shit, they should.
You can see the comments, Rage?
I can see the comments, yeah.
Oh. What they saying?
Yeah, they can hear us. Cool. What's going on, y'all?
I bet. Yeah, so the breaking news today. What's good, everybody? Let me shout the chat real quick. Gucci, what's good? Quan, Manny, Potty, Joseph Saunders. Oh my God, what's good? TR, John Rose, Chill J, Not Copyright, what's good? Brandon, what's up? Manny, what's up, Manny? Jonathan Fit, Ro, what's good, Ro? Oh, what's in here? Yeah. And Jane Netsman, what's up? Bondi, what's up? Yeah. So the breaking news we got today, Jacque Vaughn. Jacque Vaughn has been extended. We just wanted to check in with y'all, see what the reaction is. Let me read the actual article that Woj put out, which is funny that before me and Rage got on here, literally Nate McMillan just got fired. How funny was that?
But and we were also talking about it. It was like, if you're the Hawks, right? Why don't you like go after Udoka? Because he has to be the clear best option for a coach right now, right? Like just in terms of coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, because obviously the talent on the Celtics was insane, but they still went to a championship, and they still started off slow in the beginning of that season, and then look how it turned out for them.
It's literally like Jacque Vaughn got extended and Nate McMillan gets fired on the same day. It's like, is that weird? That's a weird coincidence. That's just a weird coincidence. All right. So the Woj article says the Nets announced a new deal Tuesday. Did not disclose terms. Has the NBA's fifth best record at 32-19 since Vaughn took over for Steve Nash on November 1st. Then the Nets were 34-24 overall and fifth in the Eastern Conference. Vaughn has shown himself to be a stabilizing leader the franchise has wanted in a coach, and now he gets a long-term commitment to carry the Nets through the post-KD Kyrie era. Yeah. So Vaughn's contract, his original contract, I think he had one more year left, if I'm not too certain.
Yeah, it was one more year left after this year, and then now I saw another Woj article that I put out. It's till the 2026-27 season.
Yeah.
So he's going to be here for a minute. He'll be here for a minute.
He had one more year left on his contract, and then basically right after the blow up, the Nets just was like, "You're the guy for the future." You know, it's like I'm kind of confused. Like, why didn't they wait out, kind of evaluate how he would? You know, it's like you want to see. I guess if I'm running a business, right, or I'm running something, I want to see how the results are before I give you a raise. You know, what your performance is for the year. You know, so it's like, why am I gonna extend him for multiple years if I don't? What happens if he's not the coach for the rebuilding, the new era Nets? You know, what if he's not the coach? What if he's not the right guy? You're just gonna extend him anyway without seeing how he works with the new era? You know?
Yeah, we haven't even seen, like, what has it been, 3 games?
Three
It's been
games.
it's been 4 games since we traded Kyrie and and KD Since those guys have been gone, since the new era Nets has started, we've played 4 games, right? And we've been 2-2, and we've seen 2 games of have we seen 2 or 3? I
Probably
think we've seen 3
3.
Macau Cam Johnson games, and we've seen 4 Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith games.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's no hate to Jacque Vaughn, obviously. Like,
It's no hate at all.
I mess with him as a coach. I think he's a good guy. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think he's bad at all. I don't hate it, but it's just my thing is like, why didn't you like at least wait out the season?
Yeah.
At least wait out the season, see where you do in the playoffs. Like, if Jacque Vaughn, like, honestly, like, if we would have made this move in the offseason and we won, like, say we edged out even 2 games in the playoffs, I'm like, you know what? I'll take that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me read this comment because I got this comment early on Instagram. Shout out whoever gave me this comment, but this was actually really good. His name was BroT13. Because I put up a post that said, "What's your thoughts on Jacque Vaughn's extension?" He said, "Not good to me. His rotations are bad. He doesn't call plays. He keeps the players off balance by not playing them at all four games at a time, then plays them and benches them again. This was before the trades, so don't respond saying it's the new players. So he's adjusting. He starts quarters with crazy lineups that cause him to either lose leads or get left behind more. He's flamed out in Orlando doing basically the same thing and wouldn't listen to his players or assistants. His words, not mine." How you feel about that comment?
I mean, we've seen the bads of JV so far, but I mean, I guess the thing is, it's like, who knows like what he's become since like Orlando. Obviously, you still see the crazy lineups, but to be fair, there hasn't been an insane amount of games where he's seen everybody healthy. He's seen a whole lineup, man. If like, I gotta say, I mean, if there were people making excuses for Steve Nash, I mean, Jacque Vaughn takes the cake because
Yeah.
I mean, he's going with a whole new roster. I'm not like, there's going to be games where I'm like, maybe you shouldn't roll out with that lineup because even though you want to experiment, there's some things you don't experiment with. But honestly, I want to just go the rest of the season with like, and just see how everything goes, right?
Yeah.
Because with Steve Nash, it didn't. I was still like in the beginning of the season, we were like, we were all like, maybe we should just wait out the season, but he always just got worse and worse and worse. But it's different with Jacque Vaughn. I think he's still worth a chance of just seeing what he can do, but I still think that you should have just waited out the season and see where that takes you. Because honestly, at least with Jacque Vaughn, like with the extension, he's not like Steve Nash, where we're like, yeah, we're in poverty. Because why would you hire this guy? Hasn't proven anything. At least Jacque Vaughn, at least people respect him, and he isn't terrible. He knows what he's doing. At least there's some.
Yeah.
He has some question marks, but I feel like every coach has question marks.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I want to give him a chance. It's like I'm not saying like I like Jacque Vaughn. Like it's just like I'm just not sold. I'm one of those people that's not really sold on him being the head coach for the future. Maybe it's just too early. Maybe it's just me, but I got to see more before I'm like, you're the guy for the future. Just put that on him. 3 games after we blow it up, we're basically saying you're the guy for the future. Like I'm not at that point to say he is. And
Yeah,
he's
I'm
done
just
a
at
good
the yeah, I agree. I'm just at the point where it's just too early for me to even like I didn't even expect anything. I was still I didn't even know if he was going to be the guy to go through, like to be the guy for long term. I didn't even know
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
I,
saying.
I
The Nets, then the way the Nets signed him, they didn't sign him long term. They were just gave him like what a contract for this year and the next year,
yeah.
basically when Steve got fired. So it wasn't no long term thing, you know. And then they blow it up and they gave him an extension. So it's like even the organization didn't believe in him because when you think about it, right? And I know people talk about Jacques Vaughn. He's been loyal and everything. Like he had the bubble year, right? I'm not saying Jacques Vaughn doesn't deserve the job. So in the comments, I'm not saying that. He had the bubble year, right? The bubble year, and he did a good job in the bubble, right? That if the Nets believed in him, if the Nets really believed in him at that when he got into the bubble and he did what he did, we lost, but he did what he did, and he did a good job. The Nets really believed in him to be the head coach. They would have made him the head coach right there. They would have made him the head coach of the Nets right there. He wouldn't have no Steve Nash problems. He wouldn't have no 3 years of Nash or whatever, how many years of Nash.
We wouldn't have dealt with a sweep in
Yeah,
last year. We would not.
Yeah,
have.
exactly. Would have a better coach for this situation, and we would be different.
And
Maybe things
and
would
who
turn out differently.
and who
You know what I'm saying?
knows? Maybe you get your stars to stay if you don't have the worst coach of all time in your team. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like at that moment, it's like you, Sean Marks, you chose Steve Nash to. First of all, you demoted Jacque Vaughn. You were like, no, 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 no. You're not the guy. I'm putting my guy in here, Steve Nash, and I'm demoting you to assistant coach. I'm gonna pay you though. I'm gonna pay you nicely, but you're gonna be the assistant coach. You know what I'm saying? And then he demoted him even more when he brought in Dan Toney and Ime Udoka and all these other coaches.
And when he brought in Igor this year.
And Igor. Yeah. So it's like you demoted him all the way down, and then you fire Steve Nash, and then he's the guy now. So it's like, it's just I don't know. It's a circus with this.
You
With this
brought
front
you
office.
brought up him Sean Marks bringing in this guy, right? Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's more to it than just thinking they didn't believe in Jacque Vaughn. Maybe he just really wanted his guy to coach the team. Maybe it was
Yeah.
more than that. But if you really really believe in it, you put that stuff aside and you're like, you know what? I believe in him. I want to win. This is what we need. You hire him then and there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like he's shown a lot of positives, but I don't know I don't know what he's shown in this little time that we've had to be like you're here for like 6 years, 5 years. I
Yeah.
haven't seen I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Let me read some of the comments. Shout out to Cam DeHooper. It's good. How about we give the man a chance? Let's not be impatient. Oh, I mean, we got no choice now. You know what I'm saying? We were giving him. I was giving him a chance this whole year. I was giving him a chance. I'm not saying I'm not. Like I said, I'm for Jacque Vaughn. I'm just saying, like, I was shocked by this news today. I was shocked they made him the man for the future. You know, I was just I was caught off guard. I didn't think, I thought they were going to reevaluate everything because he was still under contract next year. He was still going to be the coach next year. And I want to shout out Jay. Jay sent me a DM where's the DM? This morning. He told me, okay. He said this on Spaces a few weeks ago. They're still paying Coach Clapp, what they call Coach Nash, 9 M's over the next 2 seasons. Firing JV would mean he's paying Joe Tsai's paying a head coach over 20 M's next season. It never made sense to fire him.
Yeah.
So we're still paying Nash. We're still paying Nash 9 M's over the next 2 seasons.
Crazy.
So I'm thinking if let's say, so if we just let Jacque Vaughn's contract run out, would Nash would come off the books and Jacque Vaughn would come off the books at the same time, right? Or am I wrong about that?
Say it again.
Like, let's say, like, we didn't extend Jacque Vaughn and we just kept this contract how it is,
Yeah.
and then Nash is still on books. We're still paying Nash for the next two, or
Yeah.
this year
Yeah.
and next year.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
year
yeah,
and
yeah.
next year, we're paying
That
Nash.
stays because regardless of how that goes,
Yeah.
like how buyouts work, when you're paying that contract until it's up.
Oh
Because
yeah, yeah,
you didn't trade him. You
yeah.
you
Fired him.
you because when buyouts happen, you technically fire him. You technically fire a player, but you still pay the money because it's a
Yeah.
buyout. You just pay them less money over their years because
Yeah, like I said, they fired him. So it's like we're still paying him not like Jay was saying, we're paying him 9 M's. So it's like they would be paying Nash, and then you wouldn't pay Vaughn, fire him, and then pay another coach because you got to
So,
pay.
but
You still have to pay
but
Vaughn if you
question
fire
is
him.
this: I don't think
Yeah,
there was. I don't think anyone has ever. I don't think we've ever been on the fire JV train. But
yeah,
we, I think this. Like, if you stop paying, JV and you stop paying Nash, and that's after next season, right?
yeah.
Why don't you reevaluate everything after that? That
Oh,
next offseason.
that's what
Because
that's what I was saying.
that means you give JV an extra year. You
Mhm.
give JV the rest of this year. Give him the playoffs, and you give him a whole other year.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's how you kind of supposed to do it. If you're, you know, I mean, like I said, they extended him. They gave him another bag, but
And
like
we
Jay
wish
was
him well.
saying,
We
yeah,
wish him well. We all want to win, and if he can do
yeah,
that, great. But
yeah.
there should definitely be a little bit of really, like maybe you just kind of like, oh, I don't know, There's a lot of
Yeah.
it's just
It just
it's
caught
just
me
an,
off
I don't
guard.
know.
That's what it is.
It's something you kind of like. You're just you know.
I feel like we'll revisit this conversation if things don't kind of change because a lot of the like recently in the past 3 games, Nets fans have been upset about Cam Thomas's minutes and how Coach Vaughn has been coaching. A lot of people have been upset about it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if like we'll probably have to revisit this if it goes bad and we've seen like these last 20 games and then the playoffs if Coach Vaughn fails, everybody's gonna be looking at Sean Marks and Josiah like, wait, so this is
Like you did it again. Like you did it
yeah,
again. You messed up again.
yeah, exactly,
It's like
exactly.
what we did is like the definition of asking the girl you just met like a month ago to marry you.
Exactly, exactly.
Like
Perfect.
it's like you know she's nice and all, but this early, really already?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Shout out to BB. Yo, what's good, BB? Isaac was good. Steve Trash is getting easy money. Yeah, we're still paying him, bro. We're still paying him. Shout out to Dwayne. Cam is visibly upset. There's no reason to not be giving him 24 minutes a night.
Hey,
Yeah.
and now Jacque Vaughn has some insurance that his job is safe. So now let's see where we go. Right?
You think?
We obviously know we aren't making the chip. We're not going to the chip this year. But now we can see more of a role. And you know what? Last game we played Cam, got off the bench. He did pretty well. We'll see. I mean, at least JV is giving him a chance, unlike Steve Nash, right? At least he's
Yeah.
giving him a shot.
Yeah. Let me see what other people are saying. Somebody says Sean Marks need to trade himself. Oh yeah, that's the other question. So now that Vaughn has got extended, does you guys think that Sean Marks is going to get extended?
Why? I mean, if we give Jacque Vaughn an extension, I don't see Sean Marks out the door anytime soon. I mean, nothing would surprise me, but it would. I'd be more shocked if Sean Marks got fired rather than him staying. Like I expect him to stay more than I expect him to get fired.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just a toxic Nets fan because I expect a firing. I can't.
Nah,
I
AJ.
can't.
I honestly, you just don't watch the games, bro. You just don't watch the games.
Yo, yo, it's like, bro, how do you go down as like, bro? This is going down in history. Like, he's gonna go down as one of the worst NBA GMs in NBA history,
Let
and
this
he's gonna keep his
let this
job.
JV situation not work and it's over. Let this team be a bottom feeder. Let this team get nowhere and it's over.
That's what I'm, bro. That's like he's gonna, bro. We're gonna go through. Okay, we're going through the rebuild now, but it's like this um 30 for 30 on the Nets. Oh my god. It's, because they're gonna do the 30 for 30, y'all. You're not gonna do 30 for 30, the ESPN. It's gonna be a documentary of the biggest failure in all the NBA history. James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie, what happened behind the scenes. Sean Marks is gonna be behind that. He's gonna be behind that. So it's like the stream is gonna end. I mean, like not the stream. The legacy is gonna be like, oh, Sean Marks ended up staying and rebuilding, keeping his job even after
Man,
this failure.
this is worse than the KG thing. I don't care. That shit's bad, bro. That shit's
Yeah.
bad. Like obviously, like we have more of an upside. Like I'm not completely like I don't know. I'm not completely my feelings aren't completely like over. Like I still have some hope. Like obviously this team, we still have picks. We have lots of first round picks. We have like 8 first round picks. You have
Yeah.
you still have a playoff team, whether it's a lower seed playoff team. You're still a playoff team. So, and we got picks. We have assets. We can still make something else work, but we've been at a point where it's like, well, remember the last time we traded for a star or we signed a star?
Yeah. I think,
So,
like I said, right now, like I'm going into this year and I'm not really like, I'm not gonna say I'm worried about the games. I'm just gonna be more worried about player development this year. I'm not like gonna be focused on if we win or lose because I know the championship is out the door. I mean, I want to win, of course, but I feel like this season now it's just basically focusing on Cam Thomas development, Spencer Dinwiddie, Mikhail, and CJ. How they're
I
gonna
think
develop. That's basically
mainly
what we're doing.
we're looking at this we're looking at the Cam Thomas and we're looking at the Mikal Bridges developments right now. That's what
Yeah.
we're mainly looking at because we know what Cam Thomas can do and we know he's been looking for minutes. And
Yeah.
McCall has the potential to really develop as a player. He can average 21 points, 22 points a game if he gets there. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of ifs with a lot of players. So it's like we got to wait and see, because players will never you never know if a player will play up to their potential if they're not being unlocked to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me read some of these comments. You guys are going in on the comments. Somebody said, "Oh, what it is." Shout out to World Trials. What it is that I missed about Sean Marks outside of the hiring of Steve Nash, who wouldn't have pulled the trigger on all the moves he made. I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, the James Harden move. I mean,
Well,
there's been a lot of
no one
questionable
faults
moves.
him. I'll say this: no one faults him for trading for James Harden. No one faults him for signing Katie and Kyrie. No one faults him for that. We fault him for blowing this whole thing up.
Yeah.
And hiring Steve Nash, like you brought up. But
many all of you lower the expectations this season.
we all believe we ain't doing nothing, bro. Our expectations have been lowered. I swear our expectations have been lowered. I swear.
I just said that. Yeah, lower the expectations. I'm getting a phone call. Sean's looking like Isaiah Thomas as a GM. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas was a big failure. Yeah, he was. AJ, I'm finally watching the Mavs, but I'll never forget the Kingdom. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah. And somebody said the new GM. If I wanted Sean Marks fired, I wanted Bob Myers. Bob Myers' contract is getting expiring, so Bob Myers.
Hey, and now if we keep Sean Marks, that's up to Joe Tsai. See, now everything's out of Sean Marks' hands right now. It's all we already extended him. We already extended Jacque Vaughn. We already pretty much got all our players. I guess you wait to see what happens in the buyout, I guess, but I don't see Brooklyn being a prime destination for anybody. But now it's in the hands of Joe Tsai, because until we get the next move that's going to be made if we don't do anything in the buyout is if Sean Marks extended or not. That's it. That's the next move. So now the rest of it is up to Tsai.
Yeah. Shout out to Smooths. He said JB should have been hired as soon as Ime Udoka and Mike D'Antoni left the coaching staff. It's a season late, but congrats to JB. Shout out to Smooth for the super chat. Yeah, man. It's like I said, the organization really disrespected Jacque Vaughn. Really, really disrespected him. If Ime goes to the Knicks, though, I'll be ready to riot. Yeah, I really think the NBA is blackballing him, because the Hawks just fired their coach, and I thought I was going to say Ime is the first candidate, and I didn't see it.
I'm seeing everybody else I've never heard of besides Quinn Snyder and Kenny Atkinson. That's it. I haven't heard anybody. You know. You'd think Ime would be the first, considering he led a team to a championship in his first head coaching year. You'd think. But
yeah. Shout out to Peoples Hernandez. Was good, bro. Guy dropping 30, 40 points is trying to lose. Way less views. Oh yeah, like I said, we know the views are not going to be amazing. It's 6 o'clock. We're talking about Jacque Vaughn, like, you know. Shout out to
all I'm gonna say, Conch, is that if it said Kevin Durant has been traded, the views would be going
500
way up.
views. 500 views.
Yep.
500 people watching.
I gotta say, there's a lot of Nets fans who don't even care. They just watch the team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Why would Bob Myers leave the Warriors? There's a whole reason, but I'm not gonna explain that. But there's a whole reason that he's gonna leave.
And if he does end up leaving, that's what we're going with. That's what we want.
Yeah. I'm saying he's on my list, and I mean, if they do keep Jeff Peterson's always been on my list. So Bob Myers, Jeff Peterson. I don't know other GMs right now.
Is Peterson the one who gets? Is he the one who scouts players and gets?
Yeah, he's a scouting assistant GM right now.
Hey, I gotta say he did wonders for Cam. Gotta say.
Oh yeah. Like I said,
you know what? Peterson, and you know what? Even with Dayron, he at least has potential, like some kinda. You know.
He got hired in. I think Jeff Peterson got hired in 2020 or 2019. My fault. Was it 2019? I know it was around Claxton's draft.
Well, if you got Claxton, then that's also another gem. But
yeah. So he's good at his job of scouting. Why would Can the Nets enter the lottery this year?
Not a chance.
No, we can't.
Not a chance. That's why I think, like, just me personally, obviously we don't know what's going to happen because Sean Marks is unpredictable. But it's like, honestly, this team isn't far away from being a contender, really, with the picks and assets you have, I don't think. But, I mean, how much can I expect out of him? How much can I really expect out of Sean Marks to make moves? Like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he did either, but I'd be less surprised if he traded McCall, traded all these dudes for picks, than getting another star.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the draft, I don't know. I think we're actually going to draft people. I mean, we got 2 picks. I think we're actually going to use them this year.
You know what would be interesting if we traded up and we got rid of those picks and we traded up
and gets like somebody in the top 10, top 5.
Yeah, top 10. But
Top 10.
you know what would be crazy if we're in a team like this where you have guys where you kind of I mean, at least McCall's like 27, Dinwiddie's like 29 or 30. Like, you still, this team isn't like really young though. It's just, it makes sense to draft, but also like kind of doesn't, you know?
Yeah. Well, we also got to think about CJ. They're going to pay CJ in
I don't
free
think
agency.
if you're willing to move off McCall, okay, maybe that makes sense. But if you keep McCall, you got to keep CJ too. And also, CJ's a good ass player. Why would you get rid of him? He's a starter. It doesn't even make sense, especially if he's restricted. Unless a team offers him 30 M's, then goodbye. But
those teams gonna offer him 30.
hey, you never know, man. You saw what the Pacers offered Miles Turner.
You're right. We see the Miles Turner. They gave
that
Miles
is
Turner
disgusting. I hope you know that is nasty work. Why would you pay that much money to Miles Turner?
CJ is like a better Joe Harris to me. It's like he can do more off the ball. He can create a little bit. Better defender, taller.
You know what he is? He's a Joe Harris who can start.
Exactly. So he's gonna want 20 M's, and
he's tall, bro. He's like 6'8". I don't know how you get rid of him. He's like 26.
Yeah, he's gonna want 20 plus M's.
Hey,
does he want 20 M's, or he's not? Oh, somebody said he's not worth 20 plus. I don't think he's worth 20 plus. I think he's worth 17 to 20 at the most.
If he's, I'll pay him 17. Honestly, look how much we're paying Joe Harris, and tell me that you wouldn't pay the same for Cam Johnson.
Yeah, I'll pay him more than Joe. I'll pay him like, what's Joe getting? 18,
I'll pay him. He's getting paid at 18.5 mil. I'll pay him 20.
Yeah, I'll pay him 20. I mean, we're not the owners, but if I was the owner, I'll pay him 20. I'll pay 20 on the dot. I would just keep it 20. Well, would it be declining or would it be increasing for you? Like, will it keep going up? Like 20 this year, 22. You know how usually the contracts go like 20 this year.
Honest. I mean, I guess if the contract gets bad, you can trade him, but I don't know. I think he just.
Or would it be declining? Like, you start high of 22 this year and then it goes down 21, 20.
Oh, how would you negotiate with him?
Yeah.
I think you wait to see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Like, how much does Cam Johnson think he's worth? If you think if he wants 20 M's or he's asking for 18 or he's asking, don't even just be like, all right, cool, we'll sign you. But if he's offering 25, you might want to lower that one down, buddy.
Yeah, because that's
you might want to go
25. Starting 25 is a little. I mean, what's McHale getting? Because McHale's getting around 20, I think too. But McHale's on a team-friendly Phoenix deal that
he's getting paid. He'd be if we're talking 20 M's for. I think he's getting paid less. I think he's getting paid like 17.
Oh, okay. Wow, we got McHale on a bargain. You might have gotten McHale. Yeah, look at McHale's contract. We got McHale on a bargain. Shout out to Delusional New York City. He said, just tuned in. Did you discuss whether JV's early extension signals a lengthy rebuild rather than a quick retool into a championship contender? Shout out to you, bro. We actually didn't. I mean, that's the thing. I still can't tell what the direction of the front office is going.
I lied. He's making 21 this year, making like 22 next year, 23 the next year, then 24 the next year. But that's still really good.
That's still amazing. That's a bargain, bro. Because that's Mikal Bridges, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bargain. That's a bargain because
he's gonna. And you know what the thing is too? It's like he could be getting paid a lot more, but it's the thing is this is like he guards the best player on the court. He was a runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year last year. He hasn't missed a game his whole career. He has the most consecutive games played. And he beats the next guy out by like 150 games, which is
Yeah.
unbelievable. And he just dropped 45 on Kevin Durant efficiency.
Yeah. Exactly. He can get to that star level, that all-star.
And
Right now he's probably like
he's
fringe.
27. It really just takes a change of scenery to really
Yeah.
glow
So
up as a player, especially.
Think about it. You're going to be paying maybe a fringe all-star. He might accelerate to all-star, 22, 24 million. That's a bargain.
You're paying him less than you're paying Ben Simmons. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And you're also paying him less than Miles Turner.
Yo, it's a delusional question though, bro. He said the extension, does it signal a lengthy rebuild for you or a quick retool, bro?
The extension? What is the side? Honestly, it doesn't really signal anything for me. It kind of it more signals to Sean Marks being in the seat as a GM for longer, in my opinion. But it just shows that they just trust Jacque Vaughn to be with whatever, right? Because they trusted him to be with the stars. They trust him to be with the other guys. So I don't really think it signals anywhere. Because if you really think about this, if you really wanted to rebuild, you would have traded those 4 first-round picks for Mikal during the before the trade deadline. You would have done that. He wouldn't have even played a game before the trade deadline. You would have just did that. That's what you would have done.
Yeah. I mean, they could. I don't think they could still do. I don't think. Well, you think Memphis will still offer that if in the summer?
Oh yeah. Especially if they're like a hair off the finals. But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd rather be in I'd rather be in a better position. So what's it called? I'd rather be in a position where we're winning and we can get another star rather than having to rebuild because it sucks losing. But you never know.
Let me read this by Cypher. Cypher's tweet the other day about Cam Johnson, and then Nets Daily retweeted it. And then Cypher did some math. He said, all right, so I did the math. Next season, the Nets have 11 players on their roster, making a total of 145.6 M's, and the projected luxury tax is around 172 M's, meaning as long as Cam Johnson is making around 20 M's per year, we can retain him without going into the tax.
Oh, yeah. There's no way we don't get Cam Johnson back.
Yeah.
There's no way. Unless he's asking for
like 25.
Unless he's asking for whatever Miles Turner's getting, but
yeah. 20. Well, we have to pay him around 20. It can't be more than 20. Then we might go into luxury because we have Joe Harris and all the other guys on the.
But you can trade though. Oh my god, man!
We have other guys on the. Ben Simmons.
Ben 10. What a demon.
Yo, Chubbs was good. Chubbs.
Hey,
this is the coach JV era. Shout out to Chubbs, bro.
Salute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Chubbs. Let me know if you want to pull up. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. You know what I'm saying?
We still got till Friday. It's just it's Tuesday. You know what? Yeah. It's just another topic that hit up, and we haven't streamed in almost a week.
Yeah. What up, Big Fan Breezy? What's good, bro?
Hey,
Matt.
but I gotta say though, I wonder where this team can go. I'm just interested to see. I want to. Obviously, we all want Cam to get more minutes, but if Mikal Bridges can really unlock, man, this team at least will be a little bit solid. If Bridges can unlock before the end of the season, we could be really good going into the offseason with the picks you have. If you want to trade them, this is going to be a big offseason for us, bigger than what it was really ever since we got KD and Kyrie. It's going to be a huge offseason because you have a lot of things you can do. You can use the picks. You can trade them. You can trade up. You can trade the guys you have. You can get more picks. Yeah. You have a lot of options now. Last year, when we had the option of KD and Kyrie before all the trade requests happened, we could only really upgrade barely.
Yeah. Now the offseason is going to be really interesting. I'm already looking forward to what.
And we're waiting for Sean Marks' extension too. So that's also huge.
Oh no, I'm not waiting for. I'm not waiting.
Oh, I'm excited for it. I want him here forever because he's made good moves.
I might go, the day I'm gonna get that alert that Sean Marks is being extended, I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
You're gonna fall down to your knees when the law comes, right?
Sean Marks gets extended, man. It's gonna be...
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
It's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be bad. Damn.
Hey, but we better go into Thursday. We better go into Friday. See them CT minutes. That's it. I mean, like I said,
You know.
we talked about, hey, what does this man have to do to get some minutes around here, man?
You know.
Drop 48 instead of 47. I forgot.
Shout out to Delusional. He said, my 2 cents side goal is to keep the team as competitive as possible to avoid giving Houston amazing picks while staying under luxury tax equals no championship goal anytime soon. Yeah. Yeah. I think
agree.
that's perfect how you said it. He wants us to be mid, but not too mid because we don't have our picks. So until when our picks come back? 2027?
Yeah, I think.
Or most of
So,
our
yeah, 2027.
2020.
2027.
I think it's like 2027. Let me know in the chat if you
That's crazy.
know
That's a
what.
long time. That's
That
after Jacque
is,
Vaughn.
yo. I just realized how far that is.
We are
yo.
in the year 2023.
Damn, we got our picks back in 2027.
Okay, so question, right? If the Suns, say the Suns go on and win a championship this year, we got the last pick. We got the last pick in the draft. But it's like, I'm just at a point right now where it's just like we don't even own our own picks, so it's like, why don't you just trade them and get someone better? You know, because you're not that far away from being really competitive. Really competitive.
So he Showtime wants to be mid, under the luxury tax, but not so he doesn't have to pay luxury tax, like Delusional was saying, and then not too mid where we don't get
So
anything
all
in
I'm hearing
return.
is that we'll pay Cam Johnson in the offseason and we'll make no other moves. We'll keep Joe Harris. We'll keep Royce O'Neal. We'll do all of that. Sounds fun. Love to be a Nets fan.
Oh man! Shout out to Ty Styles. He said, "I will use those picks and move up in the draft or get another superstar player by trading them picks to go with Mikhail."
Completely agree. That's what I agree with. You either trade up. I don't see like depending on if Peterson pull off some magic and draft really well in the late rounds. Okay, but like you either trade up and get a talent who has really high upside, or you trade for a guy who's already really damn good, and that will help your team win a lot more now. Because imagine this team right now with another star.
Yeah. Because if you trade in those picks, because like I said, we all we can do is just rack up picks because we don't got our own picks right now.
And think about it. Any other team that's giving us picks, they aren't going to be good picks anyways. They aren't. We're not going to. The Grizzlies aren't going to have great picks. The Suns obviously aren't going to have good picks.
Yeah.
You gotta hope. You know how many drafts there are where the bottom 20 is D-. They just don't turn out. Obviously, there's going to be those guys, but you got to get lucky.
Yeah, like well, that's the one thing I'll give the Sean Marks and the assistant Jeff Peterson credit. Like they're good at finding like gems in the second round or gems in the late first round. Like they're good at doing that. The scouting, I'll say that. That's Jeff Peterson because he's good at scouting.
Hey, you gotta love Cam. You gotta love the Cam Thomas pick, man.
Cam Thomas. I mean, they found DDJ, Cass, all those guys. Clax was a second round, right?
Yeah, he was 31st. Yeah, he was second round.
Second round. So, let me read what people are saying. Somebody said if the Nets move back to New Jersey, I'll keep rooting for them. Brooklyn. I'll stop rooting for them. Brooklyn forever. Nah, they're not going back to Jersey. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Joe Tsai, even though he basically saving money by getting rid of KD and Kyrie, he's losing a ton of money because of like jersey sales. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys
because everyone's I'm dying for a Brooklyn Bridges jersey right now.
Do you think the Clays is going to sell even more with KD and Kyrie out, or is going to sell a lot less? And it's going to be
obviously. I feel like we're still going to have a lot of fans in there, regardless, even if it's from other fan bases, because that's just how it goes with being a New York team. You're going to have a lot of you're going to have a lot of fans from other fan bases, but I don't think the ticket sales won't matter. It's the jersey sales, like obviously
and the merch.
Like besides Cam Thomas and Mikal, whose jersey are you fiending to buy?
Nobody.
You weren't fiending to buy, and to be honest,
unless you're like a Nets stan, or like I said, me, I would think about a Cam or Clax jersey, but it's like I don't even know.
Clax too. I forgot about Clax too.
I don't know if they're gonna be here. And then Austin, I'm still, I don't know, man. Shout out to what's good, my holy king. What's good, Matt Cash? Why would the Nets ever come? Yeah, I don't know why y'all keep bringing up Jersey in this chat. We're not going back to Jersey.
How did that get brought up?
I don't know. Everybody's talking about Jersey. I'm like, we're not going back to Jersey.
That's true. Ben Simmons jersey. I actually have one. Sadly, I bought it with my own money. I paid money to get that. I went to Barclays from Michigan to buy a Ben Simmons jersey. Why would I do that? Because he's Ben 10. I forgot. He scores 2 points.
Yeah. Oh, somebody asked about Trae Young before we get out of here. Somebody asked about Trae Young being upset now, or since they fired Nate McMillan and
hey, blow it up. I'm cool with Trae Young. Everyone hates on Trae Young. He's still good. I don't want to hear all that. He is solid.
Yeah, because I've been seeing mad Trae Young jersey swaps with Nets on Twitter, and I'm like, where did this Trae Young hype come from? Like,
but
everybody
I don't. It is kind of random, and I've been seeing like because now we have nothing really to talk about besides Cam and Bridges. So now you're just talking about that other star that we can possibly get because there's nothing else really to talk about. We're boring, but it's like, I've been seeing like we talked about Trae Young in the Heat live stream last game before the All-Star break. Everyone was overly hating on Trae. I don't really get that. I don't get the overly hate. Like I know like he is inconsistent sometimes, but like
he's still a star though.
He's a star. He's not a superstar, but he's a star.
No, I don't want to put him in. Well, no,
he's a star. He's a star. A superstar is KD, LeBron.
Yeah,
he's not there.
I think he's not a superstar, but he's a
star. He's a star. He's a one option right now. He's number one option.
He's going to give you 20, at least 20, and 8 assists. You know, he might go off. And I've seen him in clutch moments.
Someone said Trae Young has no defense, but like Luka doesn't have defense. Harden doesn't have defense, but you know what? Trae Young is smaller, so I guess I'll give you that.
If you were to put him on a team, this would be the team because we got so many defenders. So it's like,
and all we need is a first option.
Yeah, like Trae would be so protected on the defensive end because like he's surrounded by wings that defend. Surrounded by all.
He's literally surrounded by too many wings.
Yeah, he's surrounded by all defensive wings, so it wouldn't be like terrible for him to be, here. He's averaging 27 and 10. That's not bad.
Yo, that the 10 assists too was kind of nuts.
Yeah, he could pass, man. People sleeping on Trae Young's passing, bro.
Oh yeah, and he's a crazy facilitator.
Yeah,
and the one thing that Shea, like we talk about Shea and Trae, I'd obviously have Shea over him just cause, but yo, Trae beats the he way better facilitator than Shea is.
Oh yeah.
But Shea has the defense and he's taller. Shea is pretty big, bro. Oh my! Imagine Shea on the team with all the tall guys we have. Oh my gosh,
bro, Shea.
He's like 6'7", isn't he?
I want SGA, but I know the Thunder not gonna give him up, man.
Why would they give him up if they're in that situation? You know, unless we just trade every single pick we have, but it doesn't even really make sense.
Yeah. Damn. All right, y'all. Yeah, we just want to check in. Talk about the Jacque Vaughn extension. What are y'all feelings?
Some other Nets talk because we ain't got really nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
Waiting for Friday.
Waiting for Friday too.
Basketball comes back on Thursday, and I think KD makes his debut Friday. We got some other teams. We're waiting for them. We as a Nets fan, you're waiting to see how everything plays out. We're waiting for the We're waiting for the offseason. We're waiting for the draft. That's what we're waiting for.
But I already said, I'm already, my mind is just on player development now. I'm not even worried about, I want to win every game too.
But... My mind is on Brooklyn Bridges, of course, and Cam Thomas. That's it. That's where we're at right now.
I got, no expectation. Every game is just, my expectations are just like this. They're just like this. We could win or lose. It's never.
I just take it one game at a time at this point because I don't view as because if we lose a game, I'm not crying because who cares? If we win, I'm not screaming because, it doesn't really matter. If we win a whole ton, obviously, maybe who we play. I don't want to see the Celtics first round. I do not want to see them or the Bucks. I'd rather see the Cavs. Just don't lose a lot of. Just be smack dab in the middle. It don't matter to me.
Yeah. Drop the link in the chat for Hoops World.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll be back. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Twitter's at the bottom, and then subscribe to Hoops World, y'all. It's Hoops World. It's gonna get lit on Hoops World, yo. We're gonna talk a lot of ball. We're gonna be engaging with a whole bunch of fans, arguing with other fan bases. Hoops World's lit, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Hoops World is it's different, man. It's just different. We're still getting don't judge Hoops World right now because we're still working on it, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about Hoops World right now, Rage? Like that, it's just it's just a different experience. I mean, we do talk NBA, but it's like when you step into like the fan base's perspective, like other fan bases, it's just hilarious sometimes.
And it's also cool to like, it's it's fun talking about the Nets and it's fun doing all this, but sometimes you just gotta see everything. You can't just
yeah.
It, and then watching, especially after everything we've gone through, it's kind of nice getting a breath of fresh air and not having to, oh my God, Jacque Vaughn with these rotations. Sean Marks is our GM. Cam Thomas isn't getting minutes. We're losing to the Knicks. No more of that.
Yeah. And then the edits, and on Hoops World on TikTok too, yo. Rage's edits is going crazy on TikTok. So NBA edits is tough, Nets need LA Clippers. Wait, what? Why y'all talking about that? Nets need LA Clippers.
Why would he say that?
Oh, somebody said Knicks was when scorching hot. Y'all are going crazy in the chat right now. Like they're arguing in the chat. I see somebody said Madison Square Garden. I don't think Ben Simmons will actually care about playing basketball again until the last season on his contract.
No, he's made, man, the 1 year he's making right now, the $35 million can last him the rest of his life and then some. He's chilling. He's chilling with the baddies. He's chilling with the money he's making his house. It's good. He's living mighty fine.
Shout out to Al Mack. He said y'all talking about that bum Westbrook on Hoops World. Yo, the funniest part about that, right? Because we did that the Hoops World pod on Amon Russell going to the Clippers. And literally, like the next day, I see JJ Redick was like, JJ Redick was like, I'm not analyzing nothing. We all know what's gonna happen. he's like, Russ, you put him on a team with all shooters, and when he has the ball, it's gonna work. You put him on a team with the Clippers, it's not gonna work. You guys know the formula. We've been going through 5 years of this. I'm not explaining nothing. Like it was literally like 2 minutes. And we did a whole 20 minutes on Russell, bro. It's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious.
Don't forget Patrick Beverley to the Bulls. The league altering move.
Hey man, once NBA games start going, that's when it's gonna get lit.
I gotta say, as an NBA fan, that Suns versus Mavs matchup is different. I'm making an edit out of that tonight, bro.
Yeah, Lakers Clippers with that Lakers Clippers game is gonna be fire too. Bro.
Lakers, you got Lakers Clippers. See who really runs LA, even though it's the Clippers. But you got that. Oh my! There's so many crazy West teams out there. You still got the Nuggets. You got the Nuggets. You got the Grizzlies. You have the Suns. You have the Lakers. You have the Clippers. Oh my!
Mavs.
You still got the Mavs. You still got the you know what? You still got Cat. You still got Anthony Edwards in there. You still got the fun teams.
Yeah. Shout out to a big fan. He said Knicks fans don't want no smoke with me. Shout out to big fan, man. You holding us down, man. Yeah, I like big fan already. I see you, big fan. You be arguing with them Knicks fans, bro. Go ahead and let them know what's up.
Salute, bro.
Right now we got packed up. We're not really good right now, but because we got packed up by the Knicks. But hey.
Yeah, because Jalen Brunson is unbelievable. It makes sense that it would. Nothing, like I said, nothing tells you more that the 7-Eleven era is over than losing to the New York Knicks.
Bro, that's broke my heart, bro. Like when the Knicks, I couldn't believe it, man. When I saw that, because I was still in hibernation from the KD trade. Then I seen us losing the Knicks. I was like,
man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
I was like, no.
And then you're like, yep, we're back into how the Nets should have been all along.
Like I said, every game, my expectations are super low. So it's like I'm not really that hurt. Like it's weird because like when we lose, I'm not as hurt as I was when we had like championship hopes. Is that weird for me? Is that weird? Am I bugging for that? Like it doesn't hurt as much.
I mean,
it hurts less now because I know.
We used to have to worry about seeding. Now we have to worry about Cam Thomas not asking out.
Yeah, exactly.
We went from worrying about who we were gonna play in the playoffs and wondering if, with KD and Kyrie, like we were wondering all that, right? We needed to win games because the seeding mattered, and we were also a championship team. And now we're like, well,
yeah, exactly.
we beat the Heat. That's cool. It's gonna be fun seeing. We finally beat the Spurs. That's cool.
Exactly. All right, yo, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all still go at it in the chat, yo. Yeah, somebody said our players made the West hot again. Shout out to Melo. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying this, yo. The NBA and the West should be happy. They should be thanking us for making the NBA cool.
We made the NBA exciting again. Our blow up made the NBA exciting. Really did. It did. You can't.
Hey, if the NBA Finals, if the Suns versus Celtics has on a record amount of viewers for NBA Finals, just know that we did this. We did this.
Facts.
We built this.
That Drake beat. We built this. We did this.
That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah, that Drake beat was hilarious.
Hey, I need to see more Mavs and Suns fans thanking us.
Yeah.
We really gave the Mavs a second Luka a star, and then we really gave the Suns KD. Unbelievable.
Yeah. All right. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit the like button. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Hoops World. Make sure you check out Hoops World. Hoops World on TikTok and Instagram. We're gonna be, posting on that too. So appreciate you guys all support. And we'll see y'all. We'll be back. Back sooner than you think.
I beg your pardon.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law
energy and the juice.
Juicy win after juicy win.